After his powerful dream at Bethel, Jacob knew he wasn't alone. He had seen the ladder to heaven and heard God's promise. But now came the long road, a journey not of visions, but of endurance, labor, and love. Jacob continued his journey eastward and eventually arrived in Haran. There, by a well, a scene straight out of a romance unfolds. He sees shepherds, and as he's talking with them, a beautiful shepherdess approaches. Her name is Rachel, the daughter of his uncle, Laban. Jacob is immediately captivated. He single-handedly rolls the heavy stone from the well's mouth to water her flock, a feat of strength fueled by instant affection. Overcome with emotion, he kisses her, weeps, and reveals he is her cousin, Rebekah's son. Rachel runs to tell her father, Laban, who welcomes Jacob into his home. After a month of working for his uncle, Laban asks what his wages should be. Jacob, deeply in love, makes an incredible offer. "I will serve you 7 years for your younger daughter, Rachel." Laban agrees, and to Jacob, those 7 years felt like only a few days because of his great love for her. When the time is up, Jacob asks for his wife, but a wedding feast turns into a moment of shocking deception. Laban, under the cover of darkness, gives Jacob his older, less favored daughter, Leah. The next morning, the truth is revealed. "Why have you deceived me?" Jacob demands. Laban's excuse? "It's not our custom to give the younger before the firstborn." The deceiver has been deceived. Laban offers a deal. Finish Leah's bridal week, and you can marry Rachel in exchange for another 7 years of labor. Jacob agrees, his heart bound to Rachel, and so begins a complicated family dynamic, marked by rivalry, heartache, and yet divine blessing. This rivalry plays out in the births of Jacob's children. When the Lord saw that Leah was unloved, he opened her womb. She gives birth to Reuben, Simeon, Levi, and Judah, each name a cry of her heart, a plea for her husband's affection and a testament to God's attention. But Rachel remained barren. In her despair, she gives Jacob her servant Bilhah, who bears Dan and Naphtali. Not to be outdone, Leah gives her servant Zilpah, who has Gad and Asher. Leah herself then bears 2 more sons, Issachar and Zebulun, and a daughter Dinah. Finally, God remembered Rachel. In his perfect timing, he answered her desperate prayers. She conceived and gave birth to a son, crying out, "God has taken away my reproach." She named him Joseph. These sons would become the foundation for the 12 tribes of Israel. What does this story show us? Jacob came seeking refuge, but God gave him a legacy. Through human weakness, rivalry, and manipulation, God was weaving his divine plan. Leah, longing for her husband's love, found her worth in being seen by the Lord. Rachel, desperate for a child, learned to wait on God's timing. God's promises don't require perfect people or perfect situations.